Hello, my name is Wangashi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm with Ashley, one of my very good students, very focused in baking and in life, and she wants to further her business.
So my name is Ashley. I am the proud owner of Crumbs and Cravings, an upcoming bakery. Yeah, so today I'm here to ask wedding questions about weddings that first-time bakers would have, because I have a lot of questions. So I thought, why not? So yeah, I hope we'll be able to cover all the questions that you guys have. So yeah.
Or basically as much as you can, we can.
Yeah.
So she'll be asking me questions. I'll answer as best as I can.
Let's go to display and setup. I have so many questions. Okay, we already answered some of them in our previous questions, like how soon can you set up? Said you have to get there, like you give yourself.
I give myself 2 hours.
Yeah. So what drinks can be used?
Now back to complimentary. I offer free complimentary non-alcoholic. Why? It's non-alcoholic one.
Yeah.
So even if they do range in price, it's the most expensive one I've ever bought was $7.45, and it's because the 300 bob ones were all out of stock.
Yeah.
Even the 400 one, even the 500, all of them were out. So I bought one for $7.45, but that's the most expensive one I've bought. But you see, it's non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
But now with alcoholic one, I would say the couple buys. I offer free, but if you want the alcoholic one, you'd have to buy it yourself. Why? Everyone's different. There's people who like sweet white wine. There's people who like dry white wine. There's someone who drinks Nitwa Caprice.
Yeah.
There's someone who can't drink that because it's in a box.
Yeah.
There's someone who wants
for street. There's another person who wants Lambrusco.
Like everyone's taste is different.
Yeah.
Every couple has their own range. So there's no way I can offer you complimentary and then you tell me, but I don't drink this prosecco like that.
Yeah.
I know there's champagne from like a G to like 15, 18k. So if they drink the 18k one and I'm offering complimentary and their cake is 30k, all the money is going to your drink and you're just going to shake like this and pour. So actually that's the main reason why I prefer to offer you compliment, because it's just for popping.
Yeah.
So I can still you can buy the drinking one and I still bring you the fake one, then an alcoholic you pop and then drink yours.
Yeah. Okay. And can you serve juice? Can you serve?
Yeah, I've served juice several times because every couple is different.
Yeah.
So one of the weddings I did juice, everything was in church. So they didn't even want
non-alcoholic.
I remember her saying the pastor didn't even want any symbolism of alcohol. So even I'll find the photo. Even the wine stand had a different glass, because even if you bring Shamdor, the chupa, the bottle is a wine bottle, so there's no symbolism. It had to be in a different thing.
Oh, okay.
I think Minute Maid or something.
Yeah, what is needed in the setup? Must know. Except you said water. You carry your own water, guys. Okay, of course, cake stands.
But here's my thing. Cake stands, yes. But I wish we were in a country where I should just be providing cake. That's my job. The deco person, I honestly feel cake stands is responsibility of the deco person, not me. Because you, as a bride, you have your own theme. So, say you want an extremely glamorous wedding. So you want your stands to be like chandeliers.
Yeah. And you have the logo.
Girl. It's kind of also, it's very hard to source for everything.
Yeah.
And that's why I say I feel like it should be the decor person because they brought the table and the linen.
And they already have the mental picture of what you want.
So if they do provide the cake table, the bride tells them, and I want my stands to look like ABCD. Then I just bring the cake. Because that's also the only reason bakers stay from setup to end of wedding. I'm not going to leave my stands.
Oh, so if it was the deco people, you just leave.
Because after that, there's nothing that I'm needed for.
Okay.
So, and that's why I'm also saying, I'm charging you 7 hours to be at your wedding. But if all I have to do is deliver and go home,
you don't have to charge it.
All I'll charge is
transport.
Yeah. Because now, the end. Me letter and I've gone home. But now, since we don't do that, unfortunately, okay, for some weddings, they actually let you go. So, say I've brought my things, you also need to... It's not that much of a necessity, but it helps with your photos. The knife, the cutlery, forks, serviettes, a plate, the stand for your wine.
Plate.
Yeah, where will
not
they
plates.
Well, one is essential.
So who gives you the ones that go round?
Here's my thing why I said a plate. Those things sometimes go forever. How? No one will ever know. Because those days for pre-packs, I had baskets where they'd be put for serving.
Yeah.
A basket goes, you'll find a basket on a table, but you went with 5, you come back with 4.
Uh-oh.
That basket you look. You tell the tent people, mkiona mnipatie, they look, they'll never find it. So, you wonder, mtu alieka kwa bag ama?
Alitembea nayo.
Because even plates and spoons disappear, caterers.
Yeah.
So now, the thing I do is, sometimes you genuinely forget to carry, the knife is the one thing I never forget to carry. But fork na plate, for some reason, for the last few weddings, I've forgotten them. But luckily, the caterer always has plates and forks and knives. So those ones you can, if the caterer is a nice person, because not all of them will give you. So just talk to them and they give. And if they refuse, you can, if you have the contact for the person in charge, you can tell them, hey, we forgot or we might need extras. Then they'll ask the caterer themselves.
Yeah. So, or would you recommend having disposable plates?
Yeah, you can have. Especially since House of Leather, you can get colored ones.
Yeah.
So you can just get them, my sister's wedding, I think I did. Yeah, maroon ones. Because her theme was burgundy.
Once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah,
you don't have to think about it. So you said the stands, you said the cake, cutlery.
Because you can even get disposable, pretty disposable.
Yeah. Plates.
Forks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so all those, if you can buy it.
And the champagne glasses as well.
Yeah. No, for those ones I'd say don't forget. Because at least that one there won't be an option too.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what is needed for
so
the
you
setup.
need a checklist basically. Yeah.
Oh, you make your own checklist.
Yeah, because also even if say so you're taking the cake, I usually write down, say I know the cake, I know my cake is 3 tiers with 3 side cakes, this number of cupcakes, everything is boxed up, but I'll still write, I have 6 pieces of cake, 100 boxes of cupcakes, serviettes, 2 packets. That way, when I'm putting things in the car, I know I've carried everything.
Yeah.
If I forget one thing, if I check while we're in the car, and I realize, oh shoot, I forgot the flowers, I have time to buy them.
Yeah.
Because you might think, okay, maybe it's because I'm scatterbrained. I'll think there's there I forget plates and knives and the fork.
Yeah.
I always know there's no winter sour fork. How? Look, I always go without the fork.
So it might look simple.
Something you'll never forget, and then it's the one thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, you'd rather forget all those than forget one cake.
Okay.
Because you can forget a cake. I can see how you can forget a cake.
Because there are many.
And also, say you have, at the setup, you'll have 4 cakes. 1 is a tiered one and 3 side cakes. But then, when you were doing your packing, you only did like 2 are stacked, 1 is on the side.
Mm.
So you have how many boxes now? 5.
Yeah.
But in your brain, you know you'll have 4. So you carry 4, you forget your top katia. And that time you're going so far.
Yeah, you can't even think about why. Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. So I prefer to always have a checklist.
Have a checklist, guys. And so how do you okay. The table is provided by the deco guys, yeah?
Mm.
And the linen. So you don't have to carry.
No.
Not even just in case.
No, I've never had to.
Okay.
But there are some brides who ask you, but I always tell them that's not on me, that's on the deco guy.
And is it necessary like to have like a tent for the cake? Because I know there are guys who don't see the essence of having a gazebo for the cake.
Since it's not my wedding, is it necessary? I feel like to an extent, yes. It's like on a hot day, it's idea it helps.
Yeah.
With the heat, like the direct sun. But because that's the only thing I feel like it supports.
Okay.
Because otherwise it's just open. If there is dust, it just goes on the cake. Yeah, it's just, I feel like it's mostly helping with the direct sun.
Okay. And how do you make sure like extra long cakes are stable?
Prayers. I'm trying to think of what my tallest cake has been. Actually, my tallest cake has been a 40 and it went via Uber and it arrived safely. So, okay, for a wedding, what I'd say is I wouldn't deliver it as 40 years.
Yeah.
I'd go with it. Even once it's above, nah, it doesn't matter. If it's fondant and it's 3 tiers, I'll carry the bottom 2 stacked. I'll just get there and put the top one because it's easier to carry like that than to carry two of the small ones stacked and try to balance them. So I prefer the 2 big ones because they'll be heavier, ready. So all I have to do is place the small one.
Yeah.
If it's whipped cream, I'd do the same. If it's 2 each on its own. Nah, if it's whipped cream, I'll carry each on its own.
Yeah.
Then stack at the venue.
Yeah.
Because I've carried the 3 stacked. It arrived safely, but the top one, because of the box, got touched a bit. Luckily, it was for flowers. I put cream, fixed it, and put the flowers. But it was too stressful. So I'd rather carry everything on its own.
Yeah, and then you go stack at the...
Yeah, it's much safer.
Okay.
Because I can't imagine, what if we get traffic?
Yeah, you'll start worrying panicking, yeah. So, like, does that guarantee stability? Like, once, like, you've carried them separately and then now you've stacked them at the venue.
For me, it gives me more peace of mind.
So that doesn't mean it's, like, 100% stable?
It will be stable since, see my doweling in the cake, I'd still done it prior.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, since I'm sure about my doweling, whether I carry it separately or stacked, because my fear with stacking is if it moves, there's more stress to fix than if it's a piece that moved, because it will just move to the side.
Yeah.
But if it's stacked and then it moved,
that's
probably moved way too much.
Yeah.
Because if it's just each piece on its own and then they've moved, I'll just fix one side of each. But I can't imagine if the whole thing moved and then every tier is like slid to one corner kabisa.
And if you get like a tall cake, taller
than me,
taller than you, how do you stack it?
I'm trying to think if
do you take a chair?
Yeah, I've ever had a taller than me cake. It was someone's birthday. What did I do? It was at a hotel. The guys gave me a stepping stool, but I can't imagine it at a wedding.
So just take one of the seats.
Nikianguka. But
is there a way you can okay, because I know
because for an extremely tall cake,
yeah, like the ones we've seen on TV, on Cake Boss, Hi Cake Boss.
I'd get there very early because embarrassment is not my portion.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd be. The way I'm saying I arrived 2 hours to when I'm supposed to be done. I'd probably be there in the morning. Cause I try to think of everything that could go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think I'd advise for...
Like, would you try and talk the couple into, or if I seriously want,
remember everything that goes up has to come back down. So
during cutting,
yeah, and remember they don't cut from the top; they cut from down. So if it's too tall, wakikata, who, not me obviously, who's going to come
and start removing pieces? Yeah. Unless it's styrofoam, yeah.
Maybe, styrofoam I can. Because I know most tall cakes, they usually have like 6 inch, then 3 inch, 6 inch, like, you know. The small ones.
Yeah.
The height disappears a bit. It's not usually so tall.
Because I'm thinking, if I have to have like a 40-yard cake, it doesn't really have to be tall. Like it can just be a 40-yard cake, but now like wider, right? Would you like try and talk the couple into that instead of like as seriously insanely tall cake?
I feel like the taller it is, the more detailed it would be, because I can't see why you'd just have a very tall white plain cake. Yeah. So it would obviously cost them more. So maybe they'd reconsider. But yeah, I feel like design matters, because it's not necessary to have an extremely long cake.
Yeah.
And it's just white.
Okay.
Because there are designs you can't make shorter. It will be lost in translation. Yeah.
Oh.
But you know what? At the end of the day, I don't do things that I feel like are out of my capacity. So if it's something I end up feeling like I would mess up, I'd probably would tell them, I'm not comfortable with that or cake.
Honestly. Anyway, okay, even me, I'd appreciate someone who'd have told me that.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure, I know there are guys out here who have like...
Or then have your tall cake, but give me a short table. Because the cake will still be long. It's like high. It won't change, right?
What's the definition of short? Is this short?
No. Yeah, this is shorter. The wedding cake is usually on a higher... Because see, if
then
I'm
all
eating...
the cakes that I'll be making will be taller than me.
Think of it this way. Say ukikula, when you're at the wedding, ukikula, like if I...
Yeah, it's actually... Yeah.
Yeah, this is shorter.
This oh my days. Because you know it has to be like the center. So it has to be
if it's high, then the nini goes much higher.
Let me brace myself. I think I should buy myself a stepping stool. My own. Nani sister haondeka kwa checklist. Number 1, stool. Because
unaweza need jota kuweka maua. Keki inaweza kuwa si refu but iko na maua na top
hapo juu. Yeah.
Unajua hizi fanya hiyo kazi na heels.
Of course.
Ndio ufanye kamgu kafanya hivi uende.
Hapo juu mize, you just sprain your leg and you're the one who's So and okay, let me ask you something about transport. Like, how big of a car do you need to transport like a basic wedding cake?
I've done a wedding cake with 3 Ubers. Okay, 2 Ubers.
She said 3 Ubers.
2
What?
Ubers and a personal car. Because they couldn't fit all of them. So there's nothing we could have done. Either that or make 2 trips. Because that was our first option.
And had you put that in mind during this quotation thing?
Yeah, because for that it was a very big wedding.
So you thought you had already...
Like, I think it's around for 30 table cakes and the big one. Mentally, okay. I'd prepared for it.
Yeah.
But you know, I didn't think the 3rd Uber would come in handy. But after you put all the box cakes, the small one, the table cakes, they fit in the first car. The first car, what car did we have then? An X-Trail, major boot, floor. So the driver has gone by himself. And then the Uber, the first Uber, because I was sure we'll need that kind of Uber. Because you can't stack the cakes on top of each other.
Yeah, because I was just about to ask if it's 30 cakes.
Yeah, booty kijana, floor dry, that's it. So
na floor na kiti.
Yeah.
Ya nyuma.
Now, remember, if you put them on the seat, they can't see. Yeah. And also, even if they slide, if they fall, it's ruined. Even if there's nothing down.
Ooh.
So after that, the second Uber we thought would carry now the main cake. Then it hits me. My cousin is going with me. If she sits at the front, we haven't put the flowers, the stands, nini. Then, so the first option was, since my cousin is driving the extra, he drops the table cakes, then he comes for me. I'm like, it's going to take so long for the offloading. So let's just take the 3rd Uber. So that's my only expense that wasn't accounted for, the third one.
The third one.
Because
Okay.
what car would possibly fit all of them? And hata no haingetosha. Because there's no stacking on top of each other.
There's no stacking. No, it's just, okay,
Cupcakes
maybe longer and taller.
Yeah, cupcakes you can, because they're not going to squash on each other. But cake...
But like unfrosted cupcakes.
Because box ya cupcakes, unajua ni... The weight isn't going to change. So cupcakes you can put on top of each other unless kuna kitu itakuja juu ifinyilia ya juu.
But they're not frosted cupcakes.
Even frosted you can.
Oh.
The only thing that could happen is they slide, but they don't like get
squashed.
Because if you put them like in an 8-inch, the normal cake box, there's really so much room.
Yeah. So, even if, okay, yeah.
So they don't sit on each other. Like they won't press on each other.
Okay.
Well, it's not like I'm advising you to do it because it never happened to me.
You're just saying.
But I feel like you have more room for things with cupcakes than with cake. Also with cupcakes, like you can get a bigger box and transport them in a big box, then get there and pack them in smaller boxes.
Oh.
That's much easier than...
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Like many small boxes.
I prefer doing it while I'm here because I'm done. But I get there's this place.
Yeah. Okay.
But cake, there's nothing you can do actually.
What are the contents of a wedding cake contract?
What's important on a contract? One, stating the payment. Because once you guys have signed, it's both of you are now bound. Like the way I said, the 20% isn't refundable. So there's no way you'll ever ask me for it. Whether you cancel the wedding or whatnot. Whether you cancel 3 months before or 1 week before. If 20% is non-refundable, it's non-refundable.
Okay.
And then I think in mine I also say, like, you know how contracts are written? Cancellations, like I can refund, but like say when COVID came, a wedding that was now postponed, a birthday, postponed to
till further notice.
Now, if it was like 3 months to come and you paid, I'd refund. Like now minus the 20%. I'd refund the rest. I can't even refund. For that one, I might even refund the 20%. Because it's beyond both of our controls. But now say you guys broke up and you'd paid me 75% and it's a week to the wedding. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can genuinely do. That's not beyond human control. So, like you put those clauses, because now see, if they paid 75% and it's a week to the wedding, there are things you've already gotten. Like you've paid for stands, you've paid, the costs you can't be refunded.
Yeah.
If I bought the champagne, I bought, like say it's the whole thing is fruitcake.
Yeah.
I've already bought the ram soaked. There's no way I can refund you that much money.
Yeah.
So then maybe we can agree. Yeah. But then now, I think you'll just have to state how much you can refund within if cancellation happens within a specific time frame. Or like now those ones for natural disasters, etc. I can still refund, but to a certain extent. Because also, they have to understand, kuna pesa, even if I want to refund you, there's ways I can't refund.
Yeah. Like at all.
If it's
unless
too
you
late.
give them the things.
Because now I can't say, like say if you've paid 100% and then you cancel a month to the wedding, I can refund the 80%. Because
you've not done anything.
Even if I'm terrible with money, I should know better.
Yeah.
There's a wedding a month from today. I can't have spent the 80%.
Yeah.
The 20% fine, maybe I ate personally, misused it.
Yeah.
But you can't have spent all of it. Unless genuinely you have a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
But that one what else is in my contract? I also put like the indemnity clause where I'm not liable for anything happening after I've set up. So now, see, the contract is between me and the couple.
Yeah.
So I'll state they have to provide me with a study table That's now in my contract it states the table is provided by them and the linen. So I'm just responsible for the cake.
Yeah.
So if the table that's given is not sturdy, and then I place the cake and then it falls, because the cake, maybe the table the legs just gave out, they can't charge me for that. That's what I'm saying. I'm more afraid of falling with the cake than actually falling.
Yeah.
Or dropping
that's
the
on
cake.
you.
Yeah, because that's definitely on me. I hadn't set up. So, like you remove yourself from things that won't be your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you get someone to draft it for you?
Yeah, a lawyer. I got a lawyer, but a contract is a contract. See the way they say, even if it was written on a napkin.
Yeah, but no, like the language and
it doesn't
the
need
content.
To have those hard words.
Because I feel like it's like legally binding.
Either way, it's legally binding as long as both of you are in. See the way they say, even a text, even a verbal conversation is a contract.
Yeah.
As long as both of you have like a way to prove. Yeah. So it doesn't need to have all that jargon, like the hard words. As long as what you want to say is clear, and
understood.
May I had help getting it done.
Okay, and when do you give the contract?
So now for me, what I do when I'm sending you the quotation, because you see things like saying I'm not responsible for the cake if it falls, or I'm not responsible for providing a table, linen.
Yeah.
Not every bride will remember to ask you those questions. And also I don't remember to say all these things. So what I prefer to do, once we've discussed, I've told you the price, then, because most tell you, send me now a quotation, then we see the way forward. When I do that, when I'm sending that, I'll send you with the questionnaire and the contract.
Yeah, so that you can know what you're getting yourself into.
Because that also helps you know, because mine even states about sampling. What else is there? Yeah. Like I feel like it has everything that you'd probably need to know. Yeah. So even the delivery is free until this extent. So now, when I send that to you, if you have any questions before now we go to the next step, you'll ask.
Yeah. So just give, that makes a lot of sense.
Because you won't remember to tell someone everything.
It's true. And they'd be like, Okuniambia. It's going to be like, he said, she said. Yeah. Be like, I told you. Be like, no, me don't remember.
Ama if they ask where and you didn't, it was on call.
And you didn't
usually why I tell people, we'll talk and then I tell you, please text me. Or if you don't, I'll text you. Because then I like having proof of our conversation.
Yeah.
So I think I've answered all the questions you had.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or the ones you remembered and the ones we got on Instagram. If there's any more questions, you can leave them in the comments or DM on Instagram, and I will try my best to answer them.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Ashley, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Hopefully you'll come back again.
Of course. I am here, guys.
So go get another topic.
Yeah.
And then come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it for this one. We will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.
Peace.